All right, I'm going to open a chest here real quick, and we're on hole number 9 of the Vintage Open tournament in the opening round in the rookie division. So let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out hole number 9. I'm using an extra mile. You know, I've been playing this with a katana, and I'm using 4 topspin and a titch to get me down into this area right here. And I'm playing it about mid club. When I bring a Titan or a Kingmaker, I'm playing at minimum club. But I think I'm going to stick with the katana. And I'm going to change my numbers just a little. I'm going to change it to 1.5 instead of 1.8. Well, on this account, it's going to be 1.8. Right. So this account, my Guardian is 1.45, 1.8, 2.2 is how I'm going to play it. So I'm going to bring my Guardian and my extra mile, just in case I get into something down there that I'm not aware of. I want to bring my long iron that's got some backspin. And if I get into my short iron range, we've got so many problems. We've got so many things that went wrong that it's not even funny. I mean, literally, if I left my short iron at the clubhouse, I should not need it in any way, shape, or form. Nor should I need my sand wedge. And we're hoping not to use the rough iron. Extra mile, 4 topspin and a titch. Easy goes first. Katana. So I'm going to change some numbers here on my notes because I am going to stick with this ball. I want to make sure I got my notes right. And partially why I'm sticking with this ball at this stage of the game, I mean, I could use the Titan and lay it up out there, but I've been working the numbers up there to see if a katana would work, and the katana's working just fine. And the 3 side spin is really important on the drive, so my only choice is to jump up to a Kingmaker, and I'm not interested in doing that at this moment. So 4 and a titch. Okay, I'm going to be about a ring and a half down. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room for maneuver, but not a lot. I'm going to do a 2-ring pull. Maximum curl, excuse me. Getting it perfect. With that much on there with a 3 side spin, boom, straight off of it. Little teeny bit of roll to the movement to the left, but not a lot. And if I put all of the top spin on there and less curl, I would have ended up a little further to the left, but I would have taken a very big risk of rolling into that rough. So that is the max top spin right there. So this is the closest that I can get with that shot. And we'll see where my red line is. My red line's been down in this area down here. About where his red line is right now, but on the other side. So that's the problem with bringing a white ball. Is if you don't, I mean, you got to get way out there to still be in your Guardian distance where you can start off on the green. And I'm not a fan at all of starting off on this hillside. I do not like that first bounce. There's a few places in the game where I'll use those for rough bumps, but I don't ever use those to try and get any regular forward movement. I don't like those hillsides at all. And the thing here is if you hit too much in the front right here with any backspin, you'll roll right off the hill. Okay, so there's my red line. So my red line's the opposite of his. I'm on my minimum club right here. And there's my maximum. So there's mid club. So I'm creeping towards mid club. So that's why I'm going to do my mid club number, which is 1.8. This club doesn't have quite as much. I don't want to start too high up on that hill because you can pick up a lot of speed. So it's 1.8, so there's 2, 3, that leaves me 5, so that's about a third. So it's 1 1/3 rings. Trying to hit it perfect. Hitting it perfect. Started a little bit too far to the left. With my other club, I would have started it a lot further to the right, but this one doesn't have as much backspin. So that little bit of difference in level. But I should have started it off further to the right. I know from past experience when it comes off that hill, it wants to go a little bit to the left. Not as good an eagle shot as I was hoping for, but it was all right. Yeah, perfect. No. All right, I dropped one shot on the front 9. That is not. That's not how to do it. So that means I got to pick one up. So I got to get past hole number 1. Once you get past hole number 1, then you know, it's all about trying to pick something up, but you have to get hole number 1. I mean, it's just absolutely critical. So we're going to start off putting pressure right from the get-go to pick up hole number 1. But I did drop one on the front 9, and I'm now going to have to do a little work. All right, that was hole number 9 of the Vintage Open Tournament. Thanks for watching.